Ms. Robinson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today about our work examining NASA's management of foreign national access, compliance with export control laws, and related security issues. As you mentioned, in January of each year, the OIG submits to the House and Senate Appropriations Committee a letter describing the audits and investigations we conducted the preceding year that shed light on the extent to which NASA is complying with federal export control laws. In our most recent letter, we cited 4 audits examining security controls for NASA's information technology assets, many of which contain data subject to export control laws, and also a special review examining a Chinese national's access to Langley Research Center, which has also been mentioned. Subsequent to that letter, we also completed our review involving foreign national access and export control issues at Ames. I summarized those reviews in my written testimony and also described several of our audits. In my oral statement, I'd like to highlight several themes from our oversight work that echo findings that the GAO and NAPA made as well. First, our work leads us to conclude that NASA needs to take a more standardized and systematic approach to its management of both foreign national access and export control. In the Langley matter, we were struck by the highly bureaucratic nature of NASA's process for reviewing foreign visit requests. For example, we noted that many individuals involved in the process appeared to view their roles in isolation, with little consideration or understanding of the role played by others. Similarly, in the Ames review, we found a lack of early coordination between project and export control personnel, as well as deep disagreement between those groups regarding whether work performed by foreign nationals involved export control technology. Indeed, the issue only surfaced when the Ames scientists sought to publish a paper many months after work on the project had begun. In addition, it appeared that NASA lacked an efficient mechanism to resolve the dispute. We believe that NASA needs to work towards a model that encourages agency scientists and engineers to consult with export control professionals when projects involving foreign nationals are initiated, and develop a mechanism for resolving disputes in a timely manner. Second, we believe export control professionals at the various NASA centers should improve their understanding of the type and location of export control technology and information at their centers and at other facilities under their control. For example, in the course of a recent investigation, we learned that a center export control administrator was not aware that an off-site lab under his responsibility contained export controlled equipment and data. Center export control personnel need this information to ensure that foreign nationals do not have access to those areas. Third, we encourage NASA to study the best practices noted in the GAO and NAPA reports and adopt them at all their centers. As we have learned through our oversight work in other areas, NASA centers often work independently from one another and do not consistently learn about or benefit from successful practices developed at other locations. We were particularly intrigued by the discussion about the Jet Propulsion Laboratory's success with using engineers and scientists as export control representatives to work with lab's export control staff, a model that could help address the lack of early interaction between project managers and export control staff we observed at Ames, as well as provide a mechanism for dispute resolution. Finally, we agree that NASA needs to improve and expand training to provide its scientists and engineers with a deeper understanding of the importance of complying with rules and regulations governing export control and foreign national access. That concludes my remarks, and I'd be pleased to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson.